Hey guys, what's up? Abel here, CEO and founder of Sourcify Digital. Welcome back to another quick tutorial video on our Sourcify Digital all-in-one sales and marketing system. Again, this is a CRM that we put together since we are a digital marketing agency, but we are now officially a software company. So I just wanted to put this video together and talk about the calling features and the power dialer. So pretty much it's very simple. If you saw in the first video, we pretty much gave you a quick walkthrough and introductory walkthrough of the dashboard and everything, but I'm going to go specifically on the calling. Now, in order to actually use this feature, we have to actually connect you with a phone number, but once we do the onboarding, we'll walk you through that and you'll have your own phone number. That way you're able to make phone calls and bang through, have your agents have a dedicated number. That way they can just, make 150 calls a day like nothing, just banging it through power dialing. So up here, you'll see the phone button. Obviously, this is just a dialer up here. You can even pick which number because these are some of our reps' numbers. So it's going to be assigned each agent or each user is going to have their own phone number. So if you want to just manually dial the phone number, you can do it up here. So if you want to actually do a power dialing session, the correct way to do it is you would go over to the marketing tab over here. We're going to create a campaign. And once we create a campaign, we're going to have this campaign designed just to make outbound calls. So you click on campaign. These are some existing campaigns. But what you want to do is, obviously you want to create a folder. So if you're running multiple campaigns, you create a folder. And then in that folder, like let's say you have an agent called Jeff, you want to put Jeff's campaigns. So all his campaigns will go in there, or, that way everybody's organized and you know which campaigns belongs to whose, and they're able to just easily navigate through here and be organized. So you go to create a campaign, you name the campaign, right? We're going to call this test. Like the folder, right? So if it's going to be Jeff's or whatever, you pick the folder that it goes to. For now, I'm just going to skip that. So here in the actual campaign, you'll have some campaign configurations. Obviously, you want to assign it to the user. So I'm going to kind of skip through this now, but obviously, once you have it, the campaign is going to be assigned to a user. You assign it to the user. Here you can skip here. This is if you're running multiple campaigns. So let's say you want to have 4 campaigns, right? Or 2. Let's say simple. You want to have 2 campaigns. You create one that's called untouched leads, and then missed appointment leads, right? So you'll build out 2 campaigns, and then let's say you're done with the unreached leads, and afterwards you want to go straight into, that way you don't have to go back and recreate a campaign. You'll have these 2 campaigns preset the night before. So once you're done hitting up those untouched leads, it's going to go straight into that next campaign of missed appointments. So you pick the campaign in here. That way you can continue to dial through. Lead value, you don't have to do anything here. Tags, we'll do a whole nother video on tags. But here, really, you don't have to do anything. As far as stop on response, you definitely want to have this checked. That way, if as you're dialing through, you're able to pause, or because if not, the dialer will continue to dial through. And then the event start date. Let's say you want to schedule the campaign for tomorrow, you schedule it for the date, or if you want to do it for right now, you click right now and it will schedule it to run the campaign today and you'll get some notifications. Now, that's for that part, the campaign configuration. The next would be actually creating the campaign. So there are multiple events because again, it's not just the dialing feature. We have other types of campaigns, which we'll do a video on each and every single one of these. As you see, we have SMS campaigns, messenger, email, but we're going to prioritize right now on the actual calling. So you got to be careful here. There's 2 of them. There's manual call and then there's call. Call is for a feature for it to ring out to a bunch of numbers, and whoever answers, it'll create a whisper call, which is a good feature, but this is more of it'll just bang out numbers. We're still working on that, the best practices for it. But for now, I'm just going to prioritize. I'm going to do another video on this one, but we're going to prioritize on the manual call. So you click manual call. And you just leave it alone. Now, this is the good thing about these campaigns, right? You actually have the ability to add more events to this one campaign. So let's say you do the manual call, you're able to add the voicemail drop right after, which you'll upload, which I'm going to do a whole nother video on the voicemail drop. But the best way to do it is you record a voice note on your phone, you put it on your desktop, and you upload the file here. Obviously, a general voice drop would be good, like, hey, this is Jeff, just wanted to reach out to you. I saw, hope you get this message, call me back at whatever phone number. You can add that voicemail drop, and then you can add a text message as well, which you'll pick your template. So there's a section which I'm going to do a whole nother video on SMS, but there will be templates, email templates that you already have preset just for these types of campaigns. So the whole point is, as you're dialing through, it'll leave a voicemail. So let's say you're dialing out, they don't answer. As it pushes to the next number or to the next contact, it's going to leave a voicemail and send a text. So the best way to send a text would be, hey, Jeff, I just called you. When you get a chance, give me a call back at this number, right? But it's going to do this all simultaneously. That way your agents are just pounding through and they don't have to multitask and do these things manually. This campaign will do it all for them. So for now, I'm just going to remove these. I'm just going to keep it as manual call, and make sure that once you're done here, you always want to put it in published. Okay. So once you put it in published, this campaign is ready. So now the next step would be adding contacts. So you actually have to add your list of contacts to this campaign. So I'm not gonna save this. I mean, even though it's saved, but I'm gonna use an existing one, which is Henry's campaign, where it has already X amount of contacts in there. So the best way to do this is then after you build out the test campaign, you go to contacts, and then you go to contact lists. Then you actually filter through the list that you want to go into that specific campaign. So like I mentioned earlier, let's say you want to just reach out to new untouched leads. You got some data, or you got a list of contacts that haven't been touched. You upload the list, and then you're actually able to filter them out through tags. So for instance, you go to here to filters, you add a filter, and then that's what the tag, which I'm going to do a whole nother video on tags, how to properly use tags. But in this video, you'll get a pretty good idea. Let me just move my face there a little bit. So you create a tag. So we already have some preset tags. So I'm going to click attempted contact. So attempted contact to us is we've tried to contact them, but we haven't gotten them on the phone yet. So I'm going to do a whole list of attempted contacts. You click the amount of records, right? So these are all the attempted contacts. You then add it to the campaign right here where it says add campaign up here. You click proceed, then it's going to ask which campaign. So remember that test campaign that we created earlier, it's right here. So all these contacts are now going to go into that test. So since this is an actual training video, I'm going to go to an existing one that we already did this process. So I'm going to just X out of that. Let's say we already did that. Now the next step to bang these out, you would go over to in the same spot here where it says on the same contact on the dashboard, you click in manual actions, right? So once you click manual actions, this is already the existing campaign. So we're going to go to existing campaign that's already, so obviously there's a test here. There's a test here. So we're going to use that, right? Test. These are those contacts that we added into the campaign there. Let me just switch it. There you go. Sorry about that. All right. So now up here at the top, so this is the campaign. It's ready. It's obviously you already picked which campaign you're going to start banging out. Obviously, this is filtering by which agent. Remember earlier when we did the configuration. So let's say I'm the original, I'm the agent. I pick the agent. It's going to pull up all these contacts, and then you put up here, let's start. And then the power dialer is going to start kicking in. So here at the top, you'll see this thing dialing out. You're going to hang up, disposition it as no answer, busy, whatever you want to disposition it, or you put in voicemail, which is the voicemail drop. You click that, then it's going to automatically send an email. And then right here, as you can tell at the top, either you can click next lead, and it's already dialing the next one. Again, disposition, however you want it to be. And pretty much that's how it works. You definitely want to pause it at some point, right? If you're on the phone, you want to pause it, or however you want to disposition it. But this is how it pretty much is. Guys, I'll be doing more videos on this. So this was the actual power dialer feature and the call feature. And again, what's good about this, as you're dialing, you can put in your notes here. You can set the appointment. If you, let's say you have an appointment setter, you're able to have access to their, which I'm going to do another video on the actual calendar. And you're able to just bang through. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be doing another video on another subject soon.